What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Yesterday we were able to put the carbon fiber hood on the giveaway CRX and the Aero Catch 120-2000 hood latches. Now the design of the hood latch has kind of grown on me. Literally like half a day ago I installed it and it's not too shabby. But I'm super stoked to have the hood finally on the car. It's one of the last few panels I need to throw on the car before we start buttoning up the exterior of it, and it is looking freaking awesome. So the hood latches took a little while to figure how to like get the pin to match up with the latch itself, right? But the way I got it installed, not really too complicated to unlock. Yesterday was much more easier than what I'm showing you guys right now, but I mean, for the most part it latches. Doesn't take much effort to lock it down and, you know, get the move on with the car, right? So the next thing I need to do with the car here is the fender. I've talked about this for probably about 1 million videos now, and I need to do the bodywork and paint. Then we can finally slap on the front bumper, which has been done for about a week and a half now, and I did throw it on in the previous video. It looks freaking incredible. So I'm super stoked to get that on the car, but first we need to tackle the fender. So with that being said, I'm just going to get right to it because I don't know how much work this fender needs. I know it is kind of sort of baconed out, so it's going to take a little bit of massaging to get that straightened out here on the fender lining, and also a couple dents here and there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this thing off and start knocking. So I have the fender taken off the car because I don't want all the dust to like cake on the carbon and the car, the black rims, and all of the suspension components that I have pressure washed before race wars. So I have it sitting over here. Now, like I said, this fender needs some work. Like previous owner had cut the inside wheel well and didn't do a great job. If you look, it is super uneven. This right here is all the way to the edge, while these still have a lip on it that's folded over. There's a dent right there that has to come out. There's a dent right here that has to come out. There's a dent right there, and you guys already know the process. So I'm just going to get right to it, and hopefully we can get this painted today, because today it's freaking hella hot. Sheesh. Oh, spider. Sorry, bud. Wrong house. Warning, I am not a professional. I can always work that back once I have this sitting on the car again, and just tap it until I get it as smooth as possible. I took it off just so I can have easier access from the back side, and then we'll shape it before filler. Oh yes sir. All right, little update here, guys. We got the fender completely sanded down. We're gonna do its final sand once we get to the paint portion, but I just scuffed up the whole entire fender with 120 and this right here with 80, because we're gonna be doing body filler. There's a dent right there, really tiny. We got two little one right here where the body line's at, and this one in the corner we had to pop out because it was pushed in. I knocked down a lot of the high spots, but we won't know until we put the filler on to know if there's any more low high, obviously, right? So we got this all straightened out because this was all pushed in. It was like a little like chop, and I got it popped out. Feels kind of smooth, but we're gonna use filler anyways. We're gonna use filler right here. There was a little dent that went in, I popped it out. There was a dent right here on the body line, I popped that line back out. And this right here was where they cut the lip literally to the edge. The rest of the fender well lip is there, except right here. I had to push that back in because this was so thin that it was actually flaring outward. So I'm gonna do a little bit of body filler right here, and the rest of the fender looks good. Where's my body filler? I'm gonna be using my good old Rage body filler. I've been using this for years. Rage Gold, Rage Extreme. And I actually like this because super lightweight, easy to cut. I'm gonna use that on the fender right now, wherever my hardener is at. So I haven't sanded down the bodywork just yet, guys. Quick little intermission. Got my homie Nomis Industries here with his custom EV. Yo, he let me drive this thing, man, and it is torque. It is you ever heard of the torqueless Wonder B16? Well, this is the torque monster Chevy Spark. Anyways, quick little intermission. Like I said, we were originally turning this car on with the S300, which was the ECU from the red car, and we're setting it up for the ECU tamer, which this car is going to be tuned on. It's going to be on ECU tamer. And right now he's just setting up a map for me real quick, and just see if we can fire the car with the ECU so we can, you know, get this thing ready for the McDino. McDino, you know, McDonald's, McDino, yeah, Dino. So so far we're looking good, yo.
Yeah, you can just start.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that no idle air control life, you know what I'm saying? Turns on. But you loaded it?
Yeah.
So this is like the K Pro where you load it and just dies?
Well, no, I just I didn't do your 1000 cc's yet.
Oh, that's why it's a little bit lower than the other S300 map. Gotcha.
Yeah,
well, let me know.
We're about to do it right now. We just verifying the, you know.
Yeah, we totally verified it 100% because guess what? My check engine light's gone. Baby. I will tell you one thing though. I do like the Walbro 450 N tank opposed to the inline fuel pump that's on the all-wheel drive CRX. I think I'm gonna do the same thing for the KRX. I'm gonna do the Walbro 450 with the relay, which is more than enough to make power. Single pump in the KRX, like this car. And I have yet to drive this car to know actually how loud it sounds like, especially because the pump is not actually submerged in fuel. It's just a filter. There's only 2 gallons in the cell, and it's already a lot quieter than the inline fuel pump. So definitely a must do for the KRX.
Adjust the map.
There you go. Where's the idle sitting at? Doggy. On the S300 it was like 1400. The car doesn't have an idle air control valve. It has a JDM idle air control valve, so we have to delete it. Dude, it sounds good. I do miss my H22 Turbo CRX though, I'll tell you that. Hey guys, I think we have an issue with my secondhand radiator. There's a hole right there. You see that bubble? That's unfortunate. Kel, I know you make half radiators, man. I think this is a great time to sponsor your boy. Just saying. Just saying. All right, well, back to regular programming. So I'm gonna sand down these filler. I've been using 80 grit. Every edge of the panel needs to be sanded on its flat surface. So right here on the lip, we go flat this way, and then on this curve, we go the other way. So that way we create this hard line that's supposed to be here, instead of rounding it off. I think that's how you're supposed to do body work. You always want to go in X pattern, at least as far as I know, to cut the lines in opposite directions to cut it faster, instead of digging the same line over and over. Now this would be a lot easier to do it on the car because it'd be more stabilized, but I don't want all this dust and powder to cake up onto the car, especially because it has a lot of black components. It'd be pretty hard to clean every one of this dust off the car, unless I wash it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear my mama. Happy birthday to you. Go pretend there's candles right there. There you go. Welcome to the east side. So we are back home. Today is Cinco de Mayo and it's also my mom's birthday, so we went to go grab some dinner with the family, and I am back here now. Ton of traffic, but we're in the garage. We're still trying to put some work in this fender. I definitely do want to paint this thing tonight before I close up for tonight and also end this video. So the fender is all done with the body work. I just need to sand this right here. This is spot putty that I gotta sand down because of small little pinholes, and the rest of the body worked areas are pretty much wiped down, ready for some primer. They didn't have the primer I normally use by some product, but the TranStar stuff works great too. This is a 2-in-1 primer. Okay, that guy right there just spooked the hell out of me. It is a giant black bee, and I haven't seen one of these in a very long time. So I got this tripod, right? Give you guys a super close look. Buddy, are you lost? Are you lost? Buddy, where are you going, buddy? What am I supposed to do with this? Let me find something to scoop him up real quick and throw him somewhere where he is safe. Okay, here, you want me to help you? I'll help you. So here's the bush. Oh shit, did I just put him in the spider webs? Whoops. Hey, big boy, he can take care of himself. You guys, you won't believe it. I've been sitting here for about 15 minutes now, just going through social media, because I haven't really all day, and this guy's back. Why? Is it a different one? Because you guys saw, I took him all the way over there to the bush where the mailbox is at. And there he is, drunk walking again. You asking me something, buddy? Bzz, 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 bzz. I don't know which like language the bee speaks, but that's the only one that I know, and I'm not entirely sure what. Okay, he's climbing now. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Yo, he's going somewhere. What is going on with this bee, dude? Check it out. My boy, where are you going? Where are you headed? If somebody knows anything about this particular bee and its behavior, leave a comment down below, because he was drunk walking on the floor and he is climbing pretty fast, like he knows where he's going. I don't get it. Oh, there you are. So he climbed all the way up and then kind of tumbled all the way back to the floor. Now he's on the mission to go somewhere else, because he ain't over there anymore. All right, well, that's like the 5th coat of freaking primer, and a lot of the scratches are gone. $12 and we got the fender all painted up. It's already tacked up now and it is looking freaking awesome. I did 2.5 coats. The first one was like a mist over to get it tacky. I did a second, I did a third, and it's been sitting here for about, I don't know, 20 minutes now. So this thing is looking freaking incredible. What will make it more incredible is if this matches the color on the car. And honestly, by the way it's looking, it might. It just might. But I'm not going to get my hopes up until we get this thing dried up and tossed into the car to really compare it. But I'm pumped. I'm super pumped that we got the fender finally painted. The reason why I swapped this fender out is because the original one that came with the car, this one, and the original bumper that came with this car, the car was smack here and the fender was crushed in, the bumper was crushed in, and I'm sure back in the days it was kind of hard to find parts for these cars. The body shop that did the body work on the car before they resprayed it, they literally just put Bondo on top of the crinkle and formed everything around whatever was already on the car. So the new fender wouldn't fit the original bumper because the bumper was cut and there was just a bunch of Bondo globbed up on here, and when I got the new pieces, the front bumper to swap out with the other one that was messed up, it wouldn't line up with the fender, so I had to get a new fender. That's why that needed to get painted and this needed to get painted, but regardless, we got it all sorted out. Bumper lines and everything lines up, and then we pulled it back off to paint match it with the car. This thing is really shiny, and I'm hoping that once it is all dried up, it looks just as wet as it does now. But rule of thumb is, the wetter you lay it down, the wetter it's gonna look when it's all dried, right? So hopefully when this is all dried, we're not going to have any crazy orange peel, and it's going to be very minimal to cut and polish this. Hell, might even not even cut it like deep, maybe just 3,000 in a polish, because it looks freaking amazing. But that is going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. The goal was just to paint the fender, but there was just a lot of stuff we were doing in between, and I kind of say this all the time, like my day goes as it goes. Sometimes it's planned, sometimes I just roll with the punches. So Nomis came through to situate my ECU. He got the car to turn on with the ECU that the car is going to go with, and then it was my mom's birthday, so we went out to go get some dinner, and then we got back here, and regardless of the fact, we got the fender painted like I wanted to. So again, I am going to wrap up the video right here, and if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. Fender's now out of the way. That means the bumper can go on, and that means we can polish the rest of the car to put all of the driver's side plastic trims and stuff back on the car. So if you guys want to stick around and see all that, be sure to hit the subscribe button, or actually, we're racing the wagon in 2 days, so if you guys want to see that as well, be sure to hit the subscribe button. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.